the craziest thing or the most aggressive thing a woman has done to get your attention?
Craziest thing, follow me in the gas station. Like pull up behind me.
And then what?
Just come up to the car. About nothing really.
Oh,
What's up, everybody? And we are here for another quarantine lip service episode. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Gigi McGuire.
I'm Stephanie Santiago.
And I know you see a blank square over there with a book in it, and that is our guest, Bag Secured, right?
Yes. Obie from Bags Secure. Thank you for having us. We're very happy to join you all.
Now, Obie, we got to ask you, why are you not showing your face?
Yeah. So the main reasons, just to protect from any issues with the main employer. Obviously, the main employer is the breadwinner on this side for myself and for the rest of our team. We work in corporate, so just want to make sure we can kind of separate that corporate brand, corporate persona from what it is that we're pushing here to avoid any internal politics or anything.
All right, so Secure the Bag is about OnlyFans and other social media sites and how you can do the best that you can do to financially make sure you get paid well when you join these sites.
For sure.
Now,
OnlyFans, I love OnlyFans.
OnlyFans is lit. It's lit.
Yes, it is.
Now I want to get into, before we even get started, this whole stigma about OnlyFans right now. Both Gigi and Stephanie are on this site, and I had posted, somebody sent me like the amount of money that they make on OnlyFans, and I posted it because I thought it was like, wow, that's amazing. This person was making like $17,000 a month. After I posted that, I started getting all kinds of DMs with people sending me, how much money they're making, to the point where some people were making $50,000 a month, right, off of OnlyFans. So then after that, my boss called me and she was like, Angela, what is OnlyFans? So before anything, let's explain what OnlyFans is and how it works. You ladies are on there, so break it down.
You want to go, G, or you want me to?
Okay,
I'll go. So basically, it's a website where you can subscribe to someone's account, and the person who is the creator, the person who has the account, can literally put whatever they want to put on their account as far as content. So the stigma around it is that it's porn and that everyone on the site is sucking and fucking and playing with themselves and squirting in the camera and all types of sexual activities. But that's not necessarily the case. Yes, most of the women that are on the site are on there showing a more sexual side than they would show, a more sensual side than they would show on Instagram or for any other social media for free. However, you can do cooking classes, you can do sewing lessons, I could do pole lessons on there if I wanted to. Like you can really create whatever kind of content you want to create and have people subscribe to see, watch, and or learn whatever it is that you're putting out as far as your content is concerned.
Anything you want to add, Steph?
I just feel like Gigi said, the stigma is that, girls are doing the most. And yes, there are girls doing the most, but it's just Instagram, the same way guys talk shit about girls showing their ass on Instagram, they're going to talk shit about girls showing their shit anywhere. So
guys were going crazy for quarantine radio, like, hey, go, we love that. But as soon as a woman is making her own money off of her own content, they have a problem.
Peanuts. They're twerking for peanuts on Instagram Live, and girls are making real money and not even showing their pussy on OnlyFans. You know what I mean? So
let alone
between Instagram and OnlyFans is that I'm getting paid to show my cheeks instead of giving them away for free.
Exactly. That's one thing, and if I can jump in here, that's one thing that we've definitely stressed, that exactly what you said, Stephanie, that there are a lot of people who are doing posting the same content essentially from Instagram and posting that on OnlyFans, and just maybe a little bit more sensual, a little bit more explicit. But it literally, to me, and from our research that we've done, it's exactly what you mentioned, Gigi and Steph. Essentially a direct-to-consumer platform where you're able to just package whatever it is that you offer and sell directly to the consumer and technically cut out the middleman. So as was mentioned, cooking classes, whether it's fitness tutorials, the list goes on where you can just do that. Even I had someone reach out to us directly, and she's trying to get different case study material to be able to figure out how to take this to her label. She works within a label and wanted to, obviously seeing that what's happening with COVID and with the quarantine stuff, how do we package our product? How do we do, whether it's production tutorials or whether it's music videos or whether it's shows, and literally package that and send it directly to our 500,000 to 1.5 million fans on Instagram and monetize that. So it's essentially like a more sophisticated way of what people are doing. We're going on lives, twerking, doing their thing, and then being able to almost like pin their Cash App and everything to get paid. Is just a more sophisticated process of doing that, and you have more means of doing it through messages, through tips, through different things. So it's a dope platform, and D2C is of the future. A lot of companies, billion-dollar companies, are figuring out how to create D2C products, direct-to-consumer products that allow you to essentially package all that stuff and send it directly to whatever it is that you're marketing to and make that money. So it just happens to be OnlyFans is taking off now, but we envision that a lot of people will follow suit.
And there are definitely other sites as well. So I know in this book, right, you talk about how you can market yourself and just different tools that you can use. So without giving away too much of Secure the Bag, one thing I want to talk about is setting your price, right? Because it is a monthly subscription and you get to set the price that you want between free and $50 a month, if I'm not mistaken.
$100.
Oh, $100. Okay.
Oh, it went up. I thought it was 49 was the top.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was 49.99. Yeah, from $3.99 to $49.99.
So what do you think, Obie, is a better strategy? Is it better to set the price lower and have more people come, or is it better to be a premium account where, it's limited access, but people are paying more?
Yeah, I think it definitely depends on the amount of following you have going into the situation. So we recommend to people, first of all, pick what your persona will be, pick what your brand is going to be initially. So whether it's I'm leveraging my Instagram following and transferring those people, to OnlyFans. Some people do that and it happens very, very well. And they're very successful doing it. Or I want to separate my personal identity from my OnlyFans identity, and I'm starting from zero. If you're starting from zero, we recommend definitely getting heavy on social media, trying to build up momentarily or over time, I should say, but also starting low at a price point. Sometimes we recommend doing a free trial for the first, let's say, 1 month, just to gain that customer loyalty, have people understand what you're about. You don't have to put out ridiculous amounts of content, but from there, you give them a free trial for the first 30 days, lock them in, and then, increase your resubscription rate, which is very, very important. For people like Gigi, like Steph, who are clearly they've built huge businesses offline, off of OnlyFans, and they have diehard fans who are willing to follow them wherever the hell they go, then that's when it's like, okay, cool, yeah, definitely you can experiment between, we'd say like $7 to about $15 a month. That's like the sweet spot to allow you to make sure you have high conversion, because, charging $50, hey, it sounds good. You'll have a lower amount of people who are engaged, and then those people won't be able to push the message out about how dope your brand is if you only have 300 people subscribing at $50 a month. So we recommend between 7 and 15 if you're someone who has a large following. If you don't and you're starting from scratch, we think free trial to kind of initiate it, and then from there maybe between like $5 to $7 to test it out. You can always run different promotions, campaigns, and everything. So it's just playing around with it based on your unique situation.
I set my price according to like any regular subscription. Like someone would pay for my OnlyFans and pay for their Netflix. It's the same price. You know what I mean? Like the same price as your iTunes subscription. You don't even notice it coming out of the bank account.
Exactly. Yeah, so we both set ours at $12.99. I was actually going to go for $19.99. I was going for the $20. But a conversation that me and Stephanie had, and she was like, girl, if you make it lower, you'll get more people, because, a guy will look at a whole $20 bill like, that's a whole $20. But then he'll look at $12.99 like, oh, that's the same as Netflix. So I've been doing pretty well with subscriptions at the $12.99, and we also must remember that they take 20%. So that $12.99 is $10.39 after they take theirs off the top. So we also have to keep that in mind as well. Is that they take 20% off the top of every dollar you make.
Now, do you have to pay to be on the site?
No,
20%.
Totally.
It's that 20%. Yeah. They
Okay.
take yeah.
All right. So let me ask
they
you.
definitely make you approve. Like they go through a strenuous approval process. You got to send in a picture of your ID. You have to fill out tax forms. Like,
okay. So you do have to pay taxes, because people were talking about taxes and they were like, oh,
they don't allow you to release. They don't release your money if you don't put in your tax information.
Yeah.
They will hold on to your money.
OnlyFans been out for a long time, and they've been trying to get me on.
Yes, they have.
So, like, when I signed up, they were like, okay, let her in.
So what content do y'all have on your pages? I just want to be clear, because so many people think, you know, I posted that and then people were like, oh, you're promoting this, and would you want your daughter doing this? That's why you're this, you're trash. And so I just want to know.
Personally, we all know that I should have wore a Magic City shirt, but I have on my lip service shirt.
Lip service.
Right, lip service. But we all know that I was a entertainer, exotic entertainer. I was one of the best, if not ever, to do it. And I have a lot of fans and following from that world that, you know, but still want to see me on stage if possible. And I also have a room across the hall in my home with a pole in it. So, you know, I do a lot of pole dancing and twerking on a pole. Recently, when shout out to Trouble, when he dropped our lip service shout out and said my name, I went straight to the pole and did a little twerking and put it on my OnlyFans to shout out Trouble. Also, I'll post, you know, a lot of girls on Instagram, you'll see them with like the panty shot on the bathroom sink and the mirror, and you know, the thongs and the twerking and I post a lot of that on my OnlyFans because I don't post any of that on my actual Instagram. Mm-hmm. So my timeline is pretty much kind of like PG. It could be basically like an extension of my Instagram, like the sexier version. Right. But they have this feature called PPV where you can sell messages. So you can put in that message a video or a picture or a few pictures, and you can put a price tag on the message. So it goes to the subscriber as a locked message. And in order for them to unlock the message to see what it is,
they have to pay
for it first. And they're doing all of this blindly. And this is something that I said in the comments yesterday when you posted it on your Instagram, is that people, the anonymity, whatever that word is going to sell. Like, people are going to buy it not knowing what it is because they're so hyped to see what it possibly could be. So they're subscribing not knowing what you're really posting on your timeline, because they're like, oh my God, it's Stephanie Santiago with OnlyFans. I have to see what she's posting. So then they go and they subscribe. And then you're sending out a blind message that's locked. And they're like, oh my God, this caption or this emoji that's going along with this message is making me feel like it's something I want to buy. Let me buy it. So they're buying it. And, you know, that's... That's a lot of money.
Gigi put me on that too. Yeah.
Yeah, because she was ignoring her DMs and she wasn't putting out any messages. And I was like, girl, I pulled up my statement and I'm like, look, half of my money comes from these messages that I'm selling. Yeah.
I was like, and that changed the game. That was a
game changer. And listen, it took me maybe a week before I sent out my first message. And then it took me maybe a month before I really got in tune with how I need to be sending out my messages. And once I figured that part out, I actually make more money from my messages than I do from my subscriptions.
Now, Obie, let's talk about some. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, I just want to piggyback off of that. That's one thing I was going to say. I don't know if Gigi and Steph, you guys saw the viral post of the OnlyFans content creator that said that she purchased a house off of OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
Yeah, and then people in the comments were, you know, it was unbelievable to them that someone could purchase a house off of it. They were trying to do calculations. Oh, you have, 1,000 fans and you charge $5. How is that possible? But it's like exactly what you just said, Gigi. Like, there are women who make more from messages and tips than they do from the subscription. So it's like, if you lock into 1,000 true fans, right? These people love you, do anything for you. There are even circumstances where they would pay to have a conversation with you. So before you can DM anyone,
you can custom messages as well.
Exactly. $3 to initiate a DM. So it's like people on Instagram who are getting bombarded by all these guys trying to DM them. They steer them, hey, hit me up on OnlyFans if you want to talk to me. They pay the $5 to even have the subscription. And then from there, it's $3 to initiate a conversation. So if you waste my time, I had $3 of your money, so it stacks up over time. So it's very awesome. And you go out there doing well.
There you go, Stephanie. Drop some keys.
I actually had one woman who was on OnlyFans.
Now, so I don't forget later.
She told me that she really helps women figure out how to curate their page and how to make the most money without even having to show that much, right?
Right.
And so just to go along with that, because people seem to be enraged. Now, I want to read you guys this DM that somebody sent me, and I want y'all to give me some advice to send back because he's going through it. He said, my fiance of 4 years decided to make an OnlyFans account. Ooh, it just cut off. Posting sexy pics of herself. I expressed my discontent and she agreed to take it down at the end of the month. A few days later, she posted a promo for her OnlyFans account in her IG story, and I told her I can't be with her anymore. She thinks I should have just asked for clarification instead of calling it quits, and now she's completely done with us going back and forth. Was my reaction too extreme? So, in a relationship, if your man does not like you being on OnlyFans, but this is like a great source of income for you, what do you do?
Go with OnlyFans. Don't be with somebody that doesn't want you to make money. You get this is a second chance for girls, man. I think that if a guy doesn't want to see you succeed, there's no point in having a relationship with him. That makes no sense. I wouldn't even think about being with somebody that complained about my OnlyFans, especially with the content I post and who I've been my entire career as a model. You know what I mean? I'm a video vixen. I'm a video hoe. Like, what else am I supposed to do out here? Like, give me a break. Like, I gave y'all a podcast. That was good of me. That was nice of me.
But I mean, I'm sure it is like, you know, if your man doesn't want you posting sexy pics anymore, you're supposed to get married. And it's interesting to me that they've been engaged for 4 years. I mean, they've been together 4 years. So I don't know if she all of a sudden started doing this or if this is something new. But, you know, what do you think, Gigi?
I feel as though it's only pictures. And as long as she isn't doing anything pornographic, then, and with I don't know, I guess everybody's situation is different. But me personally, if somebody had a problem with my page, then that's their problem, because I am posting what I feel comfortable posting as a woman, as a sex symbol, you know, as an ex-stripper. You know, I have a following of people who want to see me in a sexy way, and they no longer get to see me in a sexy way because that's no longer my lifestyle. And like Stephanie said, it's a second chance. And not to say that I need a second chance at being a stripper, but this money is so amazingly good. And I'm doing all of this from the comfort of my own home. It's not like I'm in the club with these people. It's not like I'm meeting up with these people. And I'm providing a fantasy. And listen, I'm going to post a picture of me by the beach in a thong on. What's the difference of me laying on my bed with a thong on?
Yeah, I've heard people say it's prostitution. You're promoting prostitution. And they were...
Listen to me. I've been on Instagram giving free thong shots and free bikini shots for years. Like, I deserve this moment.
I deserve
it.
Now, Obie, what about you? Would you mind being with a woman who is posting sexy pics on OnlyFans?
So I just think it's about just the communication. I would say that definitely being someone who's on the marketing side and who's trying to help people create wealth through this platform, seeing the value of it, I'd be crazy to be a hypocrite, right? To say I'm not interested in that or I wouldn't be comfortable. I just think it's about communication and just making sure that, you know, we're on the same page and seeing how I can be of support, setting boundaries on both sides, and then we make it work. But again, as you all have said multiple times, it's not just like the nude content or the, you know, very, very aggressive content. That's not what what the platform is only about. So I think it's also about creativity, figuring out new concepts that could potentially work. I know people who do like a sex education, like a video podcast on OnlyFans. So certain things that won't be permitted by YouTube, like let's say you're showing guys how to eat the box or whatever, right? Those visuals won't work on Instagram. Right. You get flagged. YouTube, you get flagged. Twitter, it'll work because Twitter allows explicit content for the time being. But OnlyFans, exactly, it's free. So you post that content, you're teaching. Now your demographic is split. You have the men who are tuning in because they want to see all the explicit stuff potentially, but you have the women who are tuning in and learn stuff about their bodies, whatever. So a sex education video podcast.
That's interesting.
One girl does naked baking, literally topless, and she makes different dishes every day. That's it. So it's like The guys tune in for whatever, the girls tune in for entertainment value. And then also one other thing that works very, very well, sexy product haul. So I know people who they just get products sent from brands, Fenty, Victoria's Secrets, different lingerie sets, and they just try it on maybe in between one lingerie set to the other lingerie set. They're naked for a little bit, or maybe topless for a little bit, but it's like, that's not anything too intrusive. They're making money from the brand side, and they're also attracting both men and women who are interested in the product they're giving up. So it's not what we all make it seem. It's just about how creative you are in bringing your idea to life.
Naked baking. Maybe you guys could do naked wake and baking.
Hey, oh, you know what? They sent out a new updated terms and conditions or whatever, the terms and policy, whatever. And I think that they had said something about illegal activities. So I think that smoking and
that's not illegal anymore, really.
Yeah, it depends on what state, I guess.
Yeah, I like that.
But yeah, I was gonna say that I need to actually do some new content today. So maybe I should get up in my kitchen in the thong and make my dinner and post it on my OnlyFans. Yeah, I haven't done that one yet. I've done a lot. You know, I gave a little soap sud in the shower. I gave a little twerk. You know what I'm saying? I gave a little baby oil squirt. You know, I be giving them a little something.
or even yoga.
Now, Obie,
is a good option. Some fitness.
How frequently should you post? Would you recommend?
So I would recommend anytime, anywhere between 3 to 5 times a week on OnlyFans. But to help, if you're starting from zero or you're trying to build your social media to attract people to transfer over to OnlyFans, I would recommend posting every day, at least between 2 and 3 times on your Twitter, on your Instagram, even diving into Reddit and exploring different Reddit threads. Because Reddit is a prime place for OnlyFans customers where they hide out and have conversations.
What is this Reddit? I need to get into this. You see?
Yeah, Reddit's big.
Come on, Reddit. I don't know about Reddit.
As a matter of fact, when they hacked OnlyFans, you could find all those pictures on Reddit.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I saw the hack.
And let's talk about one last thing with you about cross-promoting with other models on the site, right? And I know you've said that's another tip that you have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Cross promotion is probably one of the biggest tools to grow your brand very, very quickly. That's something that we recommend to people, again, who are starting out on Instagram and Twitter and even Reddit, to use the cross promotional tactics to build their strategies, build their audience on social media, and then transfer it to OnlyFans. And then even within OnlyFans, something that also we've recommending is there's the shout out and promotional strategy on the actual OnlyFans platform. So Gigi and Steph might be aware of this. There are a lot of women and men who have free OnlyFans accounts, right? So their objective is just to grow as much as possible. They don't want to charge people because they want to have 6,000 followers, and then from there figure out, okay, cool, let's turn on the paywall and make it $5. We might see a drop off, and maybe from 6,000 to 3,000, but at least we locked in those customers. So some people have that strategy and they live by that strategy. So I would recommend that the women who have paid OnlyFans accounts, and women and men as well. You see Casanova and Safari and them on it as well. But they can tap into some of these free OnlyFans users and then pay maybe $5, $10 for cross promotion. They'll put obviously your pictures, your best piece of content on their feed with your tip menu, different things that can drive them back to your profile. So you'll get 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people engaged with your profile, and then they can obviously make the sale easier. We recommend that because those dedicated users who are following that free account, they are already on the platform. You don't have to convince them to leave Twitter or leave Instagram and go create a whole new account on OnlyFans. So that's been working very, very well.
That makes sense. Yeah. And here's one thing that I stress too, right? As you are making all this money, now what comes after that? To make sure that you do invest. Like you can't just make all this money and then blow it. You got to make sure that you're figuring out, okay, this is not something you'll probably do forever, so you want to make sure that you do take the money that you earn. Obviously you have to pay your taxes, stay on top of that, and also make sure that you buy some houses, invest in the stock market, whatever it is you have to do to maintain your security for your life.
Secure the bag secure.
Sure. Can I make a couple of recommendations after reviewing Gigi and Steph's awesome pages?
I would love that. Y'all want some recommendations?
Yes.
Okay, so taking a look at it, first of all, the content is amazing. I think it's really, really dope. It's really engaging. I like both of you have a call to action, so telling your fans what to do, sending them to the comment section to post. That's good, and it drives your ranking up on OnlyFans. Also having people come and tip you and just send you DMs, that also helps with the engagement. Also, I think it was Gigi with the name the other two songs that feature my name.
Oh yeah,
that was dope. So I think that's
nobody
awesome.
got it.
They don't have genius.com. So that, and then also obviously teasing content to the pay-per-view format. Areas that I think will definitely make you more money and just be able to help you expand your brand. I don't know if I saw a tip menu. Do either of you have a tip menu on your?
No, I don't.
Okay. So a tip menu is essentially like a pinned tweet on Twitter. So you put it right in the beginning of your OnlyFans profile. And that way you tell people who are new fans or new subscribers that, this is a list of prices of what certain things will cost. So for example, like some people, they charge $10 for a guy to pick what color he would like you to wear in your next video of nail polish or hair or even outfit color. So some people making money off of that. Gigi, a good example is the next song that you want me to twerk to. So you pay $40, and then
I think I read that in the book. I read the book.
Now you can customize that, pay my phone bill, buy my next outfit, different stuff like that, and then people feel more personalized connection to you, and also you're making good money.
That's a good idea. Gigi and Obie, Gigi actually bought the book before she knew you were coming on.
And I saw you follow me yesterday. I didn't know that you were the person that we were going to interview, and I just bought the book just because, I was just trying to see if I can find some good tips to make me some more money. And I'm like, $99, let me go and buy that. And this morning, here they come sending it in the group chat. I'm like,
sorry.
Thanks.
That's dope.
But yeah, I bought it. I read it last night. It has some good tips in it. For sure.
Would y'all pay to see a guy on OnlyFans? Like, would you pay for? I just want to know what would make you want to pay.
I would pay to see Thor. The guy Chris Hemsworth. I would pay to see him.
I'm not. First of all, y'all know I don't like to see. I don't like to see body and penis unless I'm really going to be a part of it.
Aquaman. I like Aquaman.
I think that's why guys are so mad. They have it a little rougher.
Yeah, they hating. They hating on.
Not as easy. Not as easy to stack this money. And then just one more for you really quickly. The referral program. So I don't know if you two are aware. 5%.
Yeah, I did. I referred. Listen, man, I'm mad I ain't referred Stephanie because she make that bank. I could have had 5% of 20 that the OnlyFans is taking.
Right. 25%.
But I did refer a few people. I referred a few people. Only two of them are active right now, but I did refer 3 or 4 people.
That's dope. And the 5% doesn't come from the other person's money. It comes from
the 20% that they give you 5 if you refer.
Exactly. So
I might get on there just to do some referrals.
Exactly. That's what it is. And then you connect them to a marketer like me, and I'll help them grow their page, and we both
Here we go.
Posting selfies. Do you have so many fans? People are going to pay just to see you like this.
They're going to be disappointed. They're going to be like,
listen, but so what? Rather they like what they see or not, they still paid to get in. And
and I want to point that out too. There's some people that just aren't going to do it, and that's fine also, right? So, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I think people are acting like, oh, we're trying to convince people to do this. No, for people who are interested, for anybody who's interested, here's the information. If you're not interested, that's fine as well. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Prior to the COVID and the quarantine, me and Stephanie were both on OnlyFans. We both started at the end of January. She was about a week before I was. I was still trying to gather content, but I've actually had my page since we interviewed Shauna Brooks. We interviewed Shauna Brooks back in August, and she said she was making 25 bands a month on the OnlyFans. I came home and made a page. Okay, single. But the reason why I didn't launch it is because I was so worried about the whole porn thing. I wasn't really, versed on it, so I didn't really know what was going on. And we know Shauna is out there, so I'm like, well, I don't know if I want to be doing what Shauna doing. But then I thought about, who I thought about? I thought about Malaya. And I'm like, Malaya is a dancer. Malaya got a pole in her house, and ain't no way Malaya on there sucking dick. And if she could do it, then let me see what it's about. And me and Stephanie had our conversation. She launched. I launched a couple of days, and both of us have been doing amazing. It's the easiest money. It's the easiest money I've ever made.
feel like this. If you're gonna be showing yourself on Instagram, if you're gonna be doing cute shit on Instagram, you know, titties out, ass out, you might as well make an OnlyFans. Like this doesn't make any sense to not. If you're gonna be showing it for free, you might as well.
And again, I can't reiterate enough the fact that you can post whatever you want to post.
You don't even
have to post your vagina. You don't have to post your nipples. You don't have to post full on nude pornographic shots. You can post semi-sexual, you know, you can post, you know, you want to post, and anything that you feel sexy doing, you can do. And it's not even about sexual. Again, you can be a cook. You can do cooking classes. You can
be a fitness model.
You can be a fitness model. You could be a fitness yoga instructor and hold classes. I can take this camera into the room across the hall and set it up for pole classes if I wanted to. It's so many different things that you can do. It isn't only about sex or sexual.
We could do lip service on OnlyFans.
We really could. Let's do a live show. We can go live on OnlyFans.
Go live.
Lip service was good.
Tricks or something crazy that we wouldn't post anywhere else.
Yeah, exactly. An extended cut of the show. Even like your one-on-one interviews. If you interview 50 Cent or something, you can have your OnlyFans folks put the questions they want you to ask 50, and then do a 10-minute segment after a Breakfast Club interview. And that 10 minutes of just asking the questions from your OnlyFans fans.
Right.
And you upload it to OnlyFans, and now they're tipping you, and now they're commenting. Like, that's value for them, and it's already what you already do. You don't have to go out of your way because you already have these guests in the studio. So it's dope. And I think it's gonna, I'm telling you, this girl who reached out about using it for her label or for just musicians that she managed, I'm telling you, I think that's the new wave. So that's what really interests me. It excites me because that's the new wave. That's where we're gonna end up. Independent artists, you know, musicians, as Gigi said, instructors. It's gonna really take off in my opinion. So.
I agree. We see all these artists right now trying to figure out how can they make money while they're at home during this quarantine. And this is a option to go on there and do listening sessions or whatever it is. So as it expands.
IG live battles, bring it to OnlyFans.
Well, Obie, where can people buy the book?
Yeah, they can buy the book by heading to onlyfansmarketing.com. And then also we're on social media across the board. Instagram is at OnlyFans Marketing, Twitter at OnlyFans MKTG, Facebook as well, OnlyFans Marketing, Reddit, and we're launching an OnlyFans account. It's going to have a lot of tips and stuff that people can use to build their brand. That's going to be launching next week, first week of May, and that's also onlyfans.com/OnlyFans Marketing.
All right. Well, perfect. Well, thank you so much.
And we got to get some tip menus popping, Steph.
Yes. Y'all got to get it. That's your home. That's you guys' homework. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Make sure you follow these ladies, Gigi and Stephanie, on OnlyFans.
Yes, my OnlyFans is /Miss Show Me the Money, MSSOWMETHEMONEY. And Stephanie is Stephanie Santiago.
Stephanie Santiago.
Of course.
Same thing everywhere.
All right. Thank you, Obie. We appreciate you. That was good information.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it as well. Have a good day and stay safe.
You too.
What's up? It's Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Stephanie Santiago.
I'm L'Oreal.
I don't know why I went so close.
Yeah, Stephanie, get out of the damn mic like that. What is wrong with you? Like,
I'm sorry.
This is her first mic.
I really like it though.
Yeah, we have Skip Marley here with us. Hey, Skip.
Yes, my love. Bless. Thank you for having me.
Where is this place that you're at right now? It looks amazing.
Miami.
Okay. I'm jealous. Look at where we are.
Yeah, we're cold.
I ain't feeling that.
First of course, we have to start by asking you what's been going on during the quarantine for you, because you have this hot single out right now. You did the remix with Wale and hers on the song Slow Down. But it must be difficult, I think, for artists right now who obviously can't really go out and perform. So you're thinking of other creative ways to do things.
Good thing though, we can like do like live stream performances. So I've been doing a lot of those, you know. And I even plan to do like some live streams of me in the studio and things like that, you know, to try to keep the people engaged. And, you know, I've just been working on getting my project ready for the early this summer. So I've just really been just every day in the studio and in the gym, and just a cycle, just every day.
So I had the pleasure of seeing you perform before all of the pandemic went down in Atlanta. And when I tell you, you got the ladies going crazy, and I'm talking about older women, women that are into women, all like they come across you and they're just like your presence and everything is like, you know, everyone has a crush on you.
So I go.
How do you deal with it?
Actually, I just deal with it.
It's better than them not liking you, right?
Yeah. I mean, I love it. You know, we love the woman, you know. Yeah, man.
What's the craziest thing or the most aggressive thing a woman has done to get your attention?
Craziest thing, follow me in the gas station. Like, pull up behind me.
And then what?
Just come up to the car. About nothing really.
Oh, that's good. She could be like, you want me to pump your gas?
Oh.
Full service.
Come on up to pump my gas.
Did she get your number?
No, sir.
So how can somebody get your attention, Skip? Because clearly, like, you're in the limelight. Your last name is Marley, so I know people are already going to do the research and figure that out. So I'm sure women have been throwing themselves at you.
In person. I'm really upon the Instagram. If you meet me in person, man, come face to face. Yeah.
Right.
Meeting people, yeah. In a real life. Really too much on the phone.
But now with this quarantine, you can't meet in person.
No, right now, like me said, I've just been in the studio, just been working. No, nothing else.
No girlfriend?
Girlfriend, no girlfriend right now. Work.
What about her?
Huh?
What about her?
Work as well, man.
You know, a lot of people put y'all two together and they've been saying that you guys were dating on the low.
That's what they say?
That's what they say. I even think your cousin, I think it was one of your cousins confirmed it too, right? On Instagram.
I don't know.
No?
No, we're not dating. We're just two real people, you know, we're down to earth, you know, just authentic. You know, so.
Are those real birds chirping? It sounds like, it just sounds, go ahead, Steph.
I was gonna ask him what's his sign, but that's just a regular random question. Nothing fun.
My sign, I'm a Gemini.
Oh,
makes a lot of sense, Skip.
What do you think? What Gemini?
What is that?
I was like, oh.
Don't do it, girls.
I'm just.
What are some Gemini characteristics you say that you have?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hard to please, maybe. You think you're hard to please?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm hard to please. No, I don't think so.
Just the fact that you took so long to say.
Yeah.
I think I'm easygoing. I'm cool, man. Yeah, man.
So you believe in taking things slow when it comes to relationships?
If it's serious, depends. Some things go faster than others.
You believe in love at first sight?
Definitely. Love is within us. So I believe that definitely.
I believe in love at first sight too.
It takes a while to learn a person, but you can't deny a connection. That is.
I agree with that.
All I hear is the birds chirping in the background.
I know. I'm like, come on, this is not fair.
That's like a fairy tale movie. The birds.
Love at first sight, birds chirping. It's like, wow.
So, Skip, what are some things that would make you instantly attracted to a woman?
Confidence. I like a woman who knows herself, you know. Yeah, I like a woman who's true to herself, and you know, yeah, just be you. Not to try the other people or try, you know, just be yourself. You know, no one is as unique as you're we're all one, but we're all are unique. So everyone is unique in their own skin. So, you know, girls have to really understand that they're good enough to, you know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So your grandfather is obviously a legend, and he was like a ladies' man. And we see you take a little bit after that. But do you believe in having more than like one wife or being in more than one relationship at a time?
I believe in one. I try to get me in a trouble.
What? I just had.
That's a good question.
It's like, I mean, hey, life, man, life. Right, you know.
What was it like for you starting out, like doing songs with people like Katy Perry, you know, and that's such a different kind of an audience. How did that feel when you first?
That was huge, you know, because that's bringing a whole different culture to a whole different audience, you know. For me, you know, and even as the youngest Marley at the time, like, you know, doing music, you know, it was the biggest thing to me, like, why should come to me and not
Right.
uncles or, you know. So even all this win, I don't know if you can hear me. No, but even working with Katy Perry, I mean, that was a huge honor, and I'm just happy that all the exposure it brought me, and, you know, I'm just glad. I'm just glad, and I give thanks to Katy.
How often have you ever brought anybody to your mom like, I think this is the one?
Yeah, not the one, but like, yeah.
How critical is she of anybody you date? Because I'm sure she's like,
Mother lion, you know? Yeah. Very watchful. The watchful eye. I see an eye almost.
Oh my gosh, that must be really intimidating for a woman to have to meet your mom, though.
My mom's cool, though. She don't get intimidated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, meeting mothers is so scary. That's the worst.
Have you ever met one of your, like, someone you dated, mom, and it went wrong? No, you never met him.
That's crazy. So nobody's ever been like, come over and you or you just didn't do it.
Yeah, of course, but
Oh, you told them no.
Working.
Oh,
that's messed up.
That's bad.
It's trying to get me in trouble on this thing, you know. Right? On this Zoom, wait.
We don't want to get you in trouble. We just want to get to know you better.
Yeah, and we want all your fans to get to know you personally.
Yeah, man.
Now for you, since things have been going so well, I know you working with Major Lazer and everything. Who are some people on your bucket list? Like, I would love to collab with this person.
J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Burna Boy.
That'd be dope.
I don't know. There's a lot of people.
Right.
A lot of artists, man.
Do you have any records that you're holding right now that you feel like if people would hear it, they would go crazy?
Yeah, man. I can't wait for the people to hear the music, you know. I just can't wait to get the feedback. Definitely there's music in the catalog that I'm waiting for it to come. It's ready. I'm waiting.
Did you push it back because of the pandemic? Like, are you like, I'm gonna wait?
No, I did, but I want it to come out. You know,
Mm-hmm.
time for it to come out. People that's at home, so you know.
I think that's good too. While you have things heating up.
Yeah.
I remember like Stephanie L'Oreal, like a guy cooking for you ever.
My son's father, on our first date, he cooked for me.
Wow.
That was just a way to get you in the house.
And we had a baby.
And then we had a baby.
Baby, guys.
I know a lot of guys that grill. Like, they like to put stuff on the grill. But, like, to me, that doesn't count.
My son's father, I'll never forget.
Well, if it's like jerk chicken or something, but not just slapping something on, not a hot dog.
No, I'll never forget what he made me. He made me a steak with mashed potatoes and asparagus because that was my favorite meal at the time.
Wow.
Look, you making him hungry.
It was real good. So I was really happy.
I feel like Skip doesn't eat steak.
No, I don't. But nothing like home cooked.
Yeah, no, it was good. The mashed potatoes were good. You would have liked that.
Man, you know what though? Guys, cooking for you really is like an amazing thing. Cause I think about like one of my ex-boyfriends, we started dating, and then like in the second week he invited me over for dinner once I felt comfortable and safe. And
you knew he wasn't gonna kill you.
He made me something easy, like he made tacos. And then I remember I used to date this other guy, and he used to like to watch football on Sundays. And the only way he would get me to come over while he watched football is he would always cook on Sundays. And so I would come over and I would eat and then fall asleep while he watched football.
Hungry.
You see how she was just using him for his food? Be careful who you cook for, Skip.
But now you for my cooking.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. They try to use you for your good cooking.
How are you when it comes to eating women's food? Because you know you can't just eat anyone's food.
I don't do that. Nope.
What?
Well,
he said nope.
No, my mother's cooking.
That's a lot to live up to. Now, what are some things you're doing to pass the time away, you know, while you're at home? Besides working, like what are some things you're doing for fun?
Playing basketball, playing soccer.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, really. Reading some books, reading some different types of books. Not really, you know, just focus, you know, just focus.
Mm-hmm.
Fitness.
Stephanie, what are you doing? Because we didn't have you on the last couple of episodes of Lip Service. I know you was getting your mic and everything together. What have you been doing for fun?
Well, I've been for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
we see you bust some jewelry.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I got some. I've been
bling,
shopping
bling.
a lot, and I've been shopping online a lot. But to be honest, you know, guys, I stay home a lot. You know, I've been social distancing for a long time, so I'm already used to just being home.
For years.
For me, yeah, for years. So just being home is fun for me. I find myself lately doing a lot of laundry.
Like fun? That's what you do for fun?
That's what I'm doing for fun.
But you're not going anywhere, so why you need so many dirty
I don't know. I just
clothes?
feel like I want all my clothes to be clean. It's weird. I don't know. Like I have so many clean. No lie, I have a whole closet stacked with clean towels, and I live alone. Like I got like 45 clean towels right now. I just ran out of laundry to do, so I don't know. And I've been like rearranging my apartment because, you know, I got a new apartment. So I just been moving shit around. My living room looks like a photo studio right now. So it's like.
I know you've been smoking and cleaning. That's the fun
I've
thing.
been smoking. Today is 420. We're filming this on 420. But 420 is twice a day, every day. So whatever.
420.
No, it's my uncle's birthday, though. Happy birthday, uncle.
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh.
Uncle Marley.
That's a nice birthday to have, 420.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah, and that's something else I've been doing for fun, but that's something I always do for fun. I've been
Right. That's part of breathing.
Yeah.
natural, yeah.
Skip, are you doing anything special for 420?
Yeah, I'm just, like I said, my uncle, like, so I'm probably going to check my uncles. I live close, so, you know, just my check.
We're looking at all this jewelry stuff going on. Have you ever bought any really nice gifts for anyone?
Really nice gifts. Yeah, I bought those, like, you know, those edible arrangements. I bought flowers and things like that.
That's cute.
That's sweet.
A lot.
So nice.
Look, all the girls started smiling. We all like that.
I can't stand edible arrangements. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Because it'd be too much. And it's like, what am I supposed to do with all of this fruit? It's just me.
In the fridge. Yeah. Make a smoothie.
Yeah. But then they get weird with the chocolate covered pineapples. And I'm like, you can't blend this.
Damn, nice little special edible arrangements for some ladies. What about presents for you?
When in a presents, you know, I don't get no presents. I don't like presents.
What?
Nope, never have.
You wouldn't like a thoughtful gift?
I just prefer to get things for people. I'm not really like.
So when they give you, if someone gives you a gift, what do you just get, like awkward or something?
No, I mean,
He throws it in their face. Like,
yeah, he's like, get this out of here. No.
not going to say why you got me this, but you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say thanks still, but I'm not like, you know, I'm not like crazy over gifts.
Mm-hmm.
I like giving, than getting.
Interesting. I wonder if there's something psychological about that.
I've been with a guy that doesn't like getting gifts. And I bought him a gift when we first got together, and it was like pulling teeth to get him to accept this gift. Really? It wasn't even that expensive. It was a Louis Vuitton wallet. It was like a $700 wallet. And it was like pulling teeth to get him to accept this gift. But when he finally accepted the gift, he looked at it, he was like, oh no, this is nice, thanks. But he don't like getting gifts either, guys. So sometimes I like that, man. I hate that because I'm such a trick. I love giving gifts.
I love giving gifts, but I don't like.
I love it.
But Skip, you gotta just say thank you and be you don't.
I'm very appreciative and I give thanks 100, but I'm just like, you know, I'm not one that I don't like. I like giving.
Me too. I like giving too.
What if she got you something like for your career that you never thought you might need, like a personalized microphone or something like that?
Oh, that would be great, but that's like grand. I don't know.
That's a nice gift.
Yeah, like something thoughtful, and you'd be like, "Oh my God, this is the most amazing thing." You know, it's just I think thoughtful gifts are always the best.
Yeah, I love musical gifts, definitely. I would love that. Yeah, I would appreciate that more, definitely.
So, ladies, you know what gifts to get them.
Right. I just gave y'all a great idea.
Yeah. Good job, man.
Right.
So, do we know when this project is coming out, or what's the plan?
So early summertime, you know.
Okay, early summer.
I'm working to get the date, but early summer.
And what so far is completed that we can know about?
What's completed? I just completed this Afro feature. So I'll just say that. We've completed another urban little type of vibe as well with a feature. So
You're very secretive.
Yes, he is.
I see that.
It's like pulling teeth right now.
I don't really talk too much. You know?
You said you already talk too much?
I don't really talk too much. I let the music.
That's not what you said about that walk on the beach when you take the girl to eat. You say y'all gonna be talking.
Talk like, I don't really talk. Like.
All right. Well, when you come up to lip service on person, we definitely gonna get you to talk.
Yeah, man. When I come in person, that's different.
Because you have very sexy music, so we need to hear these things.
Thank you very much. Appreciate love that.
All right, Skip Marley, thank you so much, and stay safe and have your family stay safe. And we're looking forward to this next project that you're putting out with a feature from an Afro beats African artist. Okay.
An Afro beats vibe.
Y'all stay safe. Thank you for having me. Blessed love.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, it's every time. One love.
One love.